rectification can be a very difficult process, especially if you have Pisces Lagna when the Rashi range is 1 hour and navamsha is changing every 5 minutes, and you have 6 options if you assume 15 minutes backwards, 15 minutes forwards. But even more challenging is providing those tips for more stable lives in health, relationship, and career life. And this is what I hope we did in that consultation, and I want to share a few tips with you in this video. So in this video, we'll be talking about the rectification, how we decided between first Aquarius and Pisces in the Rashi chart. Then we'll talk about the stabilizing, and the third thing would be to remove the threats related to the career life. Of course, we have provided the standard advices about the relationship, about health and career life, all that using the beautiful techniques of Vedic astrology, but let us focus on these 3 things. But before going there, let us look at this parivartana between the moon and Mercury. By the way, this is a Krishna yoga, Mercury and the moon, and if there are any issues, we could always provide the remedy related to Krishna. If you will recite this mantra, then whatever negatives are related to this yoga, they will be taken care of with this mantra. And if even Venus is there, then we are talking here about the Radha Krishna mantra. There are many philosophies related to Radha Krishna. I don't want to go through it. Some are saying these are consorts, some are saying this is owned of Krishna, but definitely this is related to this Venus debilitated in the chart. So if the person will come to an astrologer and didn't get this Radha Krishna mantra, that would consist of big failure from the side of astrologer in that astrological consultation. Also, we are seeing here Lagna Lord is in the Dushtana, and Jupiter is also afflicted by Sun, Mars, and Rahu. It's like a curse of Brahmana, we could say. So definitely the decisions are very important. We could say that this is the chart where the person can bring the problems on the self. So it's very important also to provide some type of mantra which will increase or at least secure those type of threats in life. Now, after the rectification, we have beautiful Venus and Moon in the 10th house in the navamsha. This is usually giving a potential for a huge finances. So here we are definitely talking about someone with such big potentials, and we need to see how the person can attain, how the person can come into the circumstances where, when, and what to activate to make this more easy. The first point is about the rectification, and we are choosing here between the Aquarius and Pisces. And I know that if we do a mistake in that step, then everything we will follow that will also, maybe not everything, but 80% of the information could be wrong. So this is quite important step. And this is Rashi, right? So rectification in the Rashi chart, in the main chart, is absolute, right? It's not only reflecting on some particular area of life, like marriage, relationship, children, and so on, but it is the whole life, the whole dynamics, the whole karma. Karma which is not yet confined into the, what was the word? Commodification in context of career life, children, relationship, and so on. It's free from categorization. It's not only career life, there are gains. It's not only a marriage, there are various type of relationships. So everything is in the Rashi chart, and also very much me-centric, right? How I am receiving all those impulses from the environment. The Rashi chart is quite general, and there are a few things which we could use here. So we had an information about starting the relationship and also about when the relationship has ended. And using many daśas, I'm a Gemini Lagna, Mercury is dominating my head, so I'm using many principles. The more I can use, I feel it is giving me more confidence, but sometimes, or maybe in the half of examples, it is working the other way, right? Some astrologers are overwhelmed by the numbers of principles and they are going back to something very simple, like one daśa, Rashi and navamsha only, or even a prashna only, and so on, because they don't want to have this feeling of conflicting ideas. When seeing the start of relationship, also the partner was the eldest, right? The son. And it was 3 years, so we can say it could manifest according to Jagannath, according to God. It could be marked in the chart as the first relationship. And many daśas were pointing at that sun. The sun is starting relationship. So I want to have it in the 7th house. Just first vote. Secondly, even using Vimshotri daśa, the moon Vimshotri, the standard one, I'm using that for now because I don't know if Pisces or Aquarius are right. For Aquarius, I can also use Adana, but I'm not sure if that is applicable yet. So it was Venus when this relationship ended. So I want to have that Venus in the 8th house, influencing maybe the 6th house, and Sun related to the 7th house. The person was also the eldest. So we could somehow justify it with Pisces Lagna. I know that we should use that with more confidence in the Navamsha. I know that Venus was the A-Lord for the Pisces. We could also somehow justify the Sun, 6th house. Maybe it was a separation, and maybe in the Navamsha it is more accurate, right? Especially if we have so many options. But as a vote, as a primary thing, it has more sense with the Kumbha or Aquarius Lagna. By the way, I also draw a Nashta Prashna. And in that Prashna, the Navamsha was a Leo, so 7th house from it is Aquarius. This is the second vote for the Kumbha Lagna. Potentially, I think the chances are increasing for this option. Okay, guys, I have a few more things to say, but if you have found any value in this video so far, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Join the vibrant community. If you would like to have your chart analyzed, please hit me up in the email below. You can find also this community link below. Subscribe to see more videos like this. And now let's go back to the video. Then we also get information that the person's mother is working in real estate, right? 10th Lord in the 4th. And the 4th has this Mars, right? From the 4th, this Mars is 7th Lord. This could show business, especially the 4th Lord is Moon Venus. And we also get information that the mother is having this archetype of a queen. Some personality types were really resonating with such sutra koan type of description. Moon and Venus being the 4th Lord. The person's mother also had a miscarriage in that Taurus using different type of daśa. The Taurus was activated, and we have this Mars there, right? So we have this surgery. It could be C-section, some kind of surgery related to Moon Venus, and Moon Venus are in the 8th house. So this is showing some type of misfortune. Moon Venus are quite fitting to that situation. Could be more situation, not only that, right? We are remembering the essentialism in the Vedic astrology when one yoga is giving birth to many options on that conventional level. And using Aquarius daśa, person moved abroad in the Aquarius, Antardasha, and some other type of timing, not Pisces. So I want to have this correlation to Rahu here. And we also get information that the brother, the elder brother of the person is quite different. Maybe inimical, could be too extreme description, but totally different. This happens when an 11th Lord, especially Jupiter, is in the 7th house. So with 1 vote, I'm not sure. With 2, 3, I'm going there. With 5, 6 more options, and the Prashna also supporting Aquarius, I'm quite decided for the Aquarius. Now the second point about the stability. So whatever I can say, right? Because all of the mistakes of the astrologer most of them will come in either interpreting the symbols or interpreting the ideas, right? So most likely it is from this level 2 to 3rd. So from the level of ideas or energies, whatever term we use, depending on the Eastern or Western paradigms, to the conventional knowledge, right? So sometimes the client is saying, oh, this prediction failed, right? Venus in 4th, you say, I will get a car, but I didn't get a car, I got a boat. It is false. But for astrologer, it is still correct on the level of energies or ideas on the second level, because Venus in 4th will still give a car or a boat. So it's still in that category, but translation from the 2nd to 3rd, when we need to define something more clear, the mistake was there. Whatever we can say about this chart, right? All those detailed predictions, which are very, of course, valuable, which is something where the client is waiting for, I'm fine. But if we say that if we increase the power of Jupiter, right? It has here the 0 Digbala, but if somehow we will increase, then whatever we'll say, we will not be wrong when we say we need to make that Jupiter stable. If the person will be worshipping Shiva, which the Jupiter is showing, especially with the letter related to this, then definitely we are providing a very valuable tip. So we are staying on that second level, or metaphysics. We are providing the metaphysical kind of advice, what the person can do. But at least here we are sure this will be a big improvement for the person. The big stability will come from making that Jupiter, everything is hanging here. We have this Mercury, Venus affliction here. There is this blockage of Mercury. There is this Marana Karakastana is hitting that Venus down, right? And that the Jupiter is here having a Kartari on both, so can very much positively influence. So that whole hankering, the whole structure will be very strong. I want to make that Sun Jupiter strong. So we are always providing at least 2 types of remedies to avert negative and to enhance the positive. So here we have given the curse remedy, of course, and also to make that Jupiter stronger. And of course, this is in Leo, so in Simha we have the letter Ma, so any name of Shiva which is starting on that letter, like Om Mahadevaya Namah, would suit well here. Then we are sure that this Shiva mantra is specifically for that person, or at least for all of this 1/12 of population with Jupiter in Simha or Leo. Now, when it comes to career advices, this is also very interesting. So first of all, we see that there is Kavacha challenge, right? 9 Lord and 8 and benefic. So it can mean I can reject my protection, especially when the dispositor 8 Lord is also in the 6th house, also in the Dushtana. On one hand, it's very good, 6 and 8 Parivartana, very nice. Person can access other people's resources. Normally will be Sun or Jupiter. This could be government or academics. Government also can be big companies. Now person is working for the Zalando, which is like government, like amazing, like a big company, and is doing marketing there. So it's definitely, you see this Mercury in the Cancer, social media, and Venus Kartari, some design, some communication, very nice. So we can say that this career life is exploring the potentials of the chart in a very big potential. This is what the person should be doing, but we need to be careful when the person will be accessing other type of wealth, because this can lead to enmity, or this can lead to breaking some boundaries, and the person can be attacked. This could create some form, even in the very extreme cases, some court cases or some other types of problems. So we need to be giving a tips that having a good partner, again, Jupiter Sun, is very crucial, right? Finding a good partner in the context of work is crucial, and but the time when you will be accessing those resources, 9 Lord in 8th house, you need to compensate for this lack of protection. So you need to be sure there are all the paperwork, everything, you are protected, and be careful about the potential enemies, because the dispositor is in the 6th house, which is blocked by this Mars and Ketu. And also we said, going to the second point from the third point, Mars Ketu blocking that Mercury, and we know that this is a wealth from the Sun. So we can say that your side hustle or some additional source of earning may not be very much synchronized with your work, which is that Mercury, 10 from Moon. So we see that there is some battle between the wealth and the work, and one can block the others. And Mars and Ketu also can be some form of enemy, because we have A6, the Shatrupada in the 10th house. This could be boss, this could be some other type of company, could be the situation can be around the topics of property or place, because this is in the 4th house. So one need to be very also sure, we need to compensate for this problem, and we need to be sure that all those paperwork, all those agreements, and especially related to the places, to the security, to the other companies. I've given a bit more details here. I don't want to dwell more, because we can explore this opening the Shamsa, opening Navamsha, rectified Navamsha and the Shamsa, how this could manifest and when, in much more details. But in the more zoom out, more general terms, more symbolic, more abstract way, definitely if we will categorize it that way, then we are definitely defining the problem in a proper way. And we also said a little bit about the boundaries, about gratitude, all that related to the dispositor of the moon, and also Mercury and Venus combinations. We'll not go into such details now. In the Rashi chart, all the areas are dancing together. So we have a career life, we have health, we have the personal growth, right? We have this mental stability, mental challenges, and relationship. Everything is there. So all of these planets in 6, 7, 8, all of the areas, health, relationship, and career life, in simultaneously will be influenced by these yogas. So the proper remedy will consist of removing the biggest challenge in the chart, with providing tips on the physical and also mantras or gems on the metaphysical level. It will be consisting of proper advices regarding what to do in career and relationship matters, and also the timing when we can expect some major shifts and how to use the time in the best way. Okay, so that's it. I hope you find this interpretation useful and somehow it's enriching your Jyotish potential. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please join the vibrant community on the Discord. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching till the end and being here with me on this channel. And if you like to see similar videos like this when we are interpreting the charts of clients, then you may like this video here.